Hello everyone and welcome to Attingham Park. Now, today we're going to get some grass cut. I have actually sped up this episode a little bit, and off camera I have cut all the grass in field 26 and rowed it. Now, I just want to show you the yield, because obviously I improved the pH last time. I improved the nitrogen. It's now dropped again because I have cut it. The yield here is about 10 to 15% better. This was sort of this dark orange colour here, so the 60 to 65 colour. Now it's more like, now it's more like 80%. So we're doing much better. In this field, let's just have a look. So it's around about 75% to 90%. So we're going to see exactly how much better it gets. And I left my sound on. That's not good. Now, of course, what with this being a fairly big field, we're going to have to do this as a time lapse. It's just not feasible. And in fact, there's going to be a lot of time lapsing in this episode, I think, just because. Well, just because. Doing grass work does take a lot of time. Now, what I'm going to do with this grass work is. This grass here is going to be put into the pit. However, we probably aren't going to have the money today to do that, so we'll row it up and get it prepared. The grass that I cut in the other field, near the farm, that is going to be baled as fresh grass. And that's because we are running a little bit low on fresh grass. I also need to turn up the time. There we go. Because we are making money from the place, the BGA. So we want that money to keep ticking in. Now if I expand this, you can see this is already a better yield than we had last time. I can no longer see where I am. There we go, that's where I am. Yes, we're getting a better yield than we did last time, and that's great news. Because it means more for the pit. Now in terms of what we already have in the pit, I did finish with the maize. I got it all compacted, and then I blanketed it. Now, I did that earlier today, in terms of this episode today. Also today, in terms of real time. So, it's going to take a bit of time still to actually be ready. Now, the reason we're doing this is because there's nothing else to do. So I decided we'd get our first cut done. Now, I was going to call the episode Spring Cut, and then I realised it's not actually spring yet, so that would be a complete lie. But this is our first cut of the year, so I'm very happy that we've got this going on. Also happy because I know that we have digestate. We don't have enough to do the entire field. We do have digestate, and digestate would actually bring the field to the optimum level. We don't need more than 60 kilos, and that is exactly, I've said this in a previous episode, this is exactly what we get from from manure or slurry. We do have manure. It is stocking up slowly but surely. It seems to be stocking up in the silo, which is just weird. Don't know why it's doing that, to be honest. But it is stocking up, and we will use that later. I don't know what for. Like I said, I've said it in a previous episode, ideally I would just go and dump that into the BGA and let it all convert itself into digestate. But that does seem like a waste. It seems like we could do some manure spreading just once, just as something interesting and different to do. The question is really, how much manure are we going to get? Because obviously we need quite a lot of manure to cover any of our fields. Our fields are rather large. The only one we could use it on is field 3. But field 3 has had nitrogen applied. So at the moment, there's really no benefit to applying it on there. It would just be applying extra for no reason. And I don't know, I think I used to have a table for 19 have a feeling there's a min and a max nitrogen. If you're within the nitrogen range, you're good. If you go too high, I think there's actually an adverse effect. So of course I want to avoid any adverse effects. That's no good to us whatsoever. We don't want to start losing yield just because I got a bit trigger happy and wanted to try using the manure. That would be stupid. We don't want to lose yield. We can't afford to, financially or even time-wise. It's not beneficial. Why do you guys want to watch me do something stupid that we know is wrong? Maybe you do, but I don't think I want to do it. So I'm just going to get these headlands done. Oh, I still missed a piece. Damn it. Yeah, so we're just going to be cracking on with a lot of grass work today. Now the baling, because I think we've got a lot more grass than we previously did, I think the baling, if we try doing baling as well as cutting, rowing, all this stuff, I think we're going to end up with a ridiculously long episode, or an episode that is pretty much pure time-lapse, and it's not really what I want to do. So I'm going to have to think about what we do this as. This job here, definitely a time-lapse, but I want to get these headlands done first. I'm going to do 3 headlands, not just the 2 that I'm currently on. The reason I'm going to do 3 is because that will just give us a lot more room for turning around, so we can avoid making stupid mistakes like missing sections. But I have to say, I got really excited, I think yesterday, because I realised we are almost at the point where we can actually start putting crops in the ground. This isn't even real life, this is a game. I got really excited by it. I was like, oh, we can finally start growing stuff, yeah! Which I do have the exact same feeling with my own plants at home. As I don't know if I've ever mentioned it in this series, but I definitely have in the ETS2 series. I do have a little vegetable patch in the garden. I say little, it's not that small actually, where I grow stuff, and yeah, it's getting to that time of year where I can start preparing things to go outside. I've got things growing in the house, and soon they will be making their way into the wilderness. The wilderness that is the vegetable garden in my garden. So it's not that wild. But yeah, I got really excited by the idea that we're going to start doing some seeding and planting in this series. It feels like progressing when we do that. And also, I think I've worked out what's going on with the sheep, because the sheep and the cows actually, their reproduction and puberty bars don't change every day, every episode. And I think I know why. And the reason that's happening is because it's by month. So if I had this set to 6-day seasons, 6 days per month, it would still only change at the start of that month. It wouldn't change during the month. But I am wondering if, and we're going to find this out next episode, I think next episode we might have new sheep. I think we will have hit 100%, and they will be dumping little baby sheep everywhere. What is a baby sheep? A lamb? Of course it is, yes. That was really stupid of me. Yeah, they'll be dumping lambs everywhere, I think. So that would be really cool to get some more. We do have milk we can sell, because of course we're going to have to lease a forage wagon, because we don't have one. We've got a lot of stuff leased at the moment. Really need to start trying to fix that problem. From now on, no more buildings, no more fields. I do want more animals, but there's not much I can do about that really. We have to fix the money pit that we're basically in. Because every single day we're paying a massive amount of money to keep these leased items. So we need to try and start either buying them or returning them and replacing them with purchased items. I have not been looking in the sales recently, which is stupid because I should. Of course we don't have the money, but we could extend the loan. We only have a very small loan. I haven't worked on paying it off at all, but we could extend it if needed. Maybe I should have a look, because I know that when I was doing the mowing on the other field, I suddenly lost about 600 euros, and I couldn't work out what it was, and it was really annoying me that I couldn't work out where the 600 euros had gone. And then it was only 350 actually. I couldn't work out where it had gone, and then I suddenly realised it was this rear mower. This rear mower is costing us money because it's leased. Let's have a quick look. Is there anything in the sale? Well, that is amazing, but well outside of our price range and also horsepower. That would be handy to actually own a baler, because the one we have at the moment, which is leased, is this one. Now, how much would that Deutz-Fahr cost to buy? 50,000! Wow! Okay, so maybe it would be worth buying this. Huh. Should we buy it? No, I'm going to keep the leased one for now. I'm going to keep it. But in terms of leased equipment, we've got the telehandler tool. That's fine. The windrow, yeah, we should really replace it. The rear mower we need to buy. It'll only cost us 13,000 to buy it. In fact, the windrow would only cost us 14,000 to buy it. The telehandler, we've had it for a long time, so the price now is much lower. 42,000 to actually purchase that. Anyway, now we are at the point where I've done the headlands, so we're now going to time-lapse and get this field cut.
Warm hands, but there's something cold in the way you are. The things you said had me going good, but it left a scar. You invite me and then you turn me down. Get my hopes up and then you're gone. I fall for every word that you say to me. So hard, being drawn to you so easily. I am stuck in a loop of chemicals. What's the point of this? But I don't wanna be alone. I keep looking at my phone, but you never call me. And then I see you on the street, said your heart just skipped a beat, and that you miss me. It's always the same story with you, but I just cannot refuse you. I've said after this time that I'm not being with this rush. Why am I so curious? So curious, so curious. So curious, so curious.
And that is us done. So, lift. Lift. I do have a command to actually lift everything, but I've forgotten what it is. Fold you as well. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to change my plan slightly. I was going to windrow this straight away. Instead, I'm now going to head back to the yard. And we're going to do the baling in the other field. I think that's going to be the more interesting job. Because if we run out of time, I would rather get the baling done and windrow this next episode. Because I know that we're not going to be picking it up today. So why spend a lot of time worrying? That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. So you can see the windrowing when we go past. Now we are definitely going to have to get ourselves some more money. Reason for that is, for one thing, I need to make this path slightly bigger. Another thing, I'm going to have to roll the fields. If I don't roll the fields, I will not get the best yield out of them. So I have to roll them. And that, therefore, requires that I lease a roller. Makes sense, right? So, to lease a roller, I need money. Also makes sense. And therefore, we need to find a way to get some. It could be through selling some milk. It could also be through extending the loan. I am not sure which yet. But anyway, I'm going to go and grab the baler and take it to the field, and I'll see you when I'm ready to rock and roll. Alright, we're now ready to go, and I have reset the baler. I've also changed the bales to 150 because they were on 180, and they're a little bit too big for the John Deere to pull. So I think it makes a lot more sense to do 150s that he can pull. So we get cracking on here. Now, because I had to take a small break so I could eat some dinner, I did do a quick bit of editing, and I can see already that before doing this, the video is at 17 minutes. Now, obviously 17 minutes, we don't have much time left. I've just eaten up 30 seconds talking to you randomly about this. So, this is going to have to be another time lapse, and then the windrowing on the other field I think is going to have to be either a jump cut or I need to turn on the automatic. Yeah, it's either going to be a jump cut or it's going to be done off camera, ready for next episode. And my only worry with doing it next episode is that I wanted to spend the whole of the next day seeding, but that's not going to be possible if I need to pick up if I need to move these bales for one thing, and also get the pit filled on the other side. So I think this is going to be a 2-day episode, if that makes sense. So it's going to be an episode where a 2-day episode? I mean a 2-episode day. That's what I mean. Anyway, I'm rambling, and I've already said that I don't have time to ramble, so now we're just going to have to get blasting through this baling. I will see you when we're done.
Life was dull until you came. I was breathless when we first met. Couldn't keep my hands away. I was speechless when we first met. Yeah, you took the pain away. Didn't mind my scars, then my broken heart. Life was dull until you came. Now I see in color again. It could rain, I don't mind if it pours, 'cause I'm right next to you. Come rain or come shine, I don't close, and when you kiss me, I can't believe that I am yours and you are mine. You took the pain away, didn't mind my scars, mend my broken heart. Life was dull until you came, now I see in color again. It could rain, I don't mind if it pours, 'cause I'm right next to you, to you. Come rain or come shine, I don't mind, 'cause I'm right next to you. It's you, right next to you, to you, next to you, next to you, next to you. Who would have thought I'd be up on cloud nine? I would never take our love for granted. Love how you make me feel alive when you're with me. Took the pain away, didn't mind my scars, mend my broken heart. It could rain, I don't mind if it pours, 'cause I'm right next to you, to you. Come rain or come shine, I don't mind, 'cause I'm right next to you. It's you, right next to you, to you, next to you, next to you.
Almost finished the bale, and this is where we're going to stop in terms of time lapse. So I will show you how many bales we have produced. 20 so far. I'm going to get the rest of this done now on a jump cut, and I'll come back when it's all done. Have a little guess and see how many you think we will actually end up with. That is it done. Now, I have not actually cheated. I have not looked at how many bales we've produced, so I know it was 20 before I stopped the time lapse, and it is now 34. So another 14 bales. That is a lot of fresh grass we've now got. That is going to keep the sheep and the cows fed for quite a long time. But that is also going to be it for today. We're going to finish here. Next episode, we're going to get all of these bales moved, and we're going to get the grass in the other field collected and put into the pit. Now, I'm going to windrow that field before next episode, so that it's all ready to go and we don't have to be messing around with windrowing as well. For now though, thank you very, very much for watching everyone, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.